Hey guys, welcome to the Sunday night webinar. We are at the usual time of 6 p.m. Thailand, Bangkok time. Or what time is it over there? 9 p.m. Eastern,
9:04 p.m.
9:04 Eastern Standard Time, Australian time, and wherever that is in
Yep.
your neck of the woods. And we do these every week. So yeah, it's never a dull moment as it always is in crypto, and yeah, we just come in a bit of a chat. So if you're watching this, you can either come on and live, or you can always watch the replays. We are public as well, so just people can chime in. And also, if you ever want to check out our Patreon, it's at 100xcryptoacademy.com. But yeah. So how's your week been over in Australia, Garth?
It's been hot. It's been
Yeah.
hot. We've had like I don't know. It's crazy. There's like just extremes of temperature going on. So it's been like 30 plus days for days and days here, like in Brisbane. I don't know exactly what it got to, but it was that hot. It was like, I don't know. The aircon's the only sort of reprieve, but sometimes you can't get aircon wherever you are, so that's fine. But yeah, so it's been seriously hot. And you sort of like think the storms are going to roll in, but they don't. So, and I heard we're going to have some more, like 5 days of another hot weather. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. So it is really hot, but it is summer. We're starting to feel it. I thought we'd see it in January, but hey, it's hot now. So that's been going on. Trying to think what else has been happening. Oh, I don't know. It's been busy, I suppose. But yeah, and in the crypto space, there's nothing. I don't know. It's been pretty dead with crypto, just in my opinion. But there's a few stories that we'll probably talk about tonight. But it's been pretty quiet. There hasn't been too many moves that I've sort of seen. I've been having a look at the news. There's nothing too wild to see. Some more companies that are falling over. More projects related to FTX and stuff like that. But yeah, better other than that, my week's been good. How about you?
Yeah, been pretty quiet. It's just we had a heat wave last night, so I had to switch the fan on. Wake me up at about 3 a.m. to do that. And just the usual, we had a flower festival here in Chiang Mai. So it happens every year. It's the same shit. Yeah, we've been to just about every one of them. Every year's the same. I don't even know why we keep on going to them. But anyway, so we went, had something to eat, heaps of people there, took photos. Oh, my missus did it. I didn't. And then picked up a couple of plants, so that was good. Picked up 2 lemon trees. One's not lemon trees, they're lime. So here in Thailand, there's they use lime in a lot of things, pretty much everything, because the food's very spicy, and then they put lime in it to offset it, and they put sugar in it. So it's very spicy in that. But these limes, I've got 2 varieties. One's got was quite sort of not as big as a lemon, but a little bit smaller than a lemon. It's got it's seedless. That's one tree, and then another tree was a really tiny limes. They are seeds. They got seeds in them. So I bought 2 plants for a grand total of about $2 each, and they were only probably already a foot high. So that's my little thing that, and I put them in the plots today with some good soil and stuff. So that's my little thing that I done today. But other than that, yeah, other than that, just been chilling out pretty much, and doing stuff offline. But with the we're here to talk about crypto. With the crypto side of it, I get emails. I get not emails. I get messages all the time. People, asking me what I do, and I don't give financial advice. And would you buy this? I said I can't tell you whether you buy it. You've got to do it by yourself. I can't. I'm not a financial advisor. So I just reply what I would do, because that's what I would do. That's not telling them to do it. That's just, well, I can't tell you what to do, but this is what I do. And I just tell them, look, the same thing. I said, tell them, because the one that we reviewed last week, I got back to him and I said, look, we did it. We took the webinar, go watch it. But long story short, it's a rug pull waiting to happen. Don't even bother. And then I get other messages from other people should I go into this? What do you think about this? And I just tell them, look, you're taking a big risk because the stuff that you're trying to do, I don't know what's going on in your head. It's just really risky, and it's got a high failure rate. And even new projects have got a really high failure rate. And also, if we just share my screen, I'll show you. Not only that, or not only the chances of these projects that they're going to, even get anywhere, which is very highly unlikely that they're going to even go anywhere. But even projects that have been around for a long time, even they, this Orion protocol, that's been around for at least 2 years, I believe. It got hacked for $3 million. And this was just published, a couple of days ago. Another re-entrancy hack, as explained by the blockchain security company PeckShield on Twitter. There's a hack was made possible due to incomplete re-entrancy protection. The bug refers to when the attacker may withdraw funds repeatedly from a smart contract at no cost. Okay, so this Orion protocol. This was like it wasn't a big project, but it was like one of those projects that had promised to be, because it was relatively low cap. It wasn't a big deal. It was kind of like a mid-tier project. Anyway, so they shows here how these people stole the money. 3 million's not a lot in the grand scheme of things for crypto. I mean, usually it's like 100 million, but this is only 3 million. But still, it's enough to sink a project like this because this is not that big. So usually what happens is once they get hacked, people lose interest, lose trust, and that's it. The project sinks. Don't put your money into these things because trying to revive it, because it's highly unlikely that they're ever going to come back. Once they're hacked, that's it. So that's unfortunate because Orion protocol has been around for at least a couple of years. So that's down the shit tube, 3 million. And then another one here, Anchor Protocol. This one was this one was got to do with I think it had to do with Terra Luna. I'm not sure. Oh, Anchor Protocol. I'm not exactly 100% sure. I'm familiar with the name.
Yeah, it was to do with
Was it
I'm sure
Terra
it was
Luna?
same time. Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, it was.
So yeah, so this one's got hacked. It looks like these hacks keep on coming, and they just it's probably like they've found it's time to pull the plug and take the money and go. Sometimes they do this. The team is currently drafting a plan to compensate the affected users. Look, they don't, these drafts for a new plan, and they're either gonna make a new token or try to isolate the funds, or it doesn't work. All right, it doesn't work. Once something major happens with the project, it's done. Okay, so don't go back and buy this stuff in with Orion. It's unfortunate. Just they're done. And then this other one here, Defrost Finance Train. I'm sorry to bring you all the bad news, but this one here, I never heard of this one, but this one was done for 12 million flash loan attack or rug pull. They don't know, but there's all this, but they know that the money was taken out. And here, loss of estimated 12 million. So there's different fiendish ways that they can, come up with an excuse to rug pull. We've heard them all. But the thing is, this is going to continue to happen over and over and over and over and over again. So not only is new projects are doomed, these are ones that have been around for a short time, or even ones that have been around for a couple of years, like this one, Orion Protocol, they can get hacked. So this is the thing, these projects that they want you to stake your money, and even though I'm staking with other projects, you just have to be very careful that you just put what you can afford to lose it. If you're going to stake in anything, just only put what you can afford to lose, and don't put everything in the one thing, because that's just how you do it. Because you've got to factor in that these projects can get hacked, and if they get hacked, you pretty much money's gone and not going to come back. It's when people are buying Terra Luna, why would you buy Terra Luna? It's not going to come back. So yeah, it's really sad, but that's just how it is in crypto. I mean, Bitcoin 23, I got a message today, a guy said, will it go to 15k? And I said, well, if it goes to 15K, because he's waiting to buy, and
Okay.
so he asked me, this is today. He asked me, should I buy it? And I said, well, I can't tell you if you can buy it or not. And then he asked me, well, do you think it'll go to 15K? And I said, well, if it goes to 15K, I mean, we haven't got anywhere, have we? We're what, 12 years, nearly 13 years into Bitcoin or something to that effect. We went to 69K, now we went back down. We're up to 23K, and I'm hoping it doesn't go further down. But if it goes back down to 15K, I mean, what's going on? Because, okay, I get it, but if it goes to 15K, some people are saying it's going to go to 10K. Like, I mean, there's enough there. It should be enough there for Bitcoin to not drop those levels anymore. Hopefully, we won't ever see a 15K dip. But if it does bloody happen, you want to bet your ass that I'll be buying some more. So I don't know. I can't give that guy any advice because I'm not a financial advisor. All I can say is what I'm doing is I just buy Bitcoin on a daily basis. Sometimes I miss out a couple of days, but I try to buy it as much as I can, and then I don't have to worry about the price. And so that's what I personally do, because that's just a simple, really simple strategy. Is just buy it, like we've always said, and then transfer it immediately out of the exchange into a harder cold storage wallet. All right, and then just do that consistently, and then you should be good to go, because then you're going to minimize your risk. But if you want to play with all the other stuff, you can. Just don't put too much money in it. So remember we talked about a couple of weeks ago, we talked about people, well, with all the AI tools, right? And we also talked, that was wasn't directly related to crypto, but we talked about ChatGPT, and then we talked about all these other AI projects that were not crypto related. Probably the biggest ones were ChatGPT and Midjourney, which I use both every day. But now there's all this chatter that you're seeing on Twitter, you see it in Telegrams, you see it on Facebook, that the whole AI craze, right? Because we've seen it with all these tools. And just go on YouTube. There's guys on YouTube. I think one guy's Matt Wolf. He's pretty good. He just his channel is solely just reviewing AI tools, and I think he's got a website, futuretools.io, which is basically a directory of all the tools AI related. So he's a really good website if you want to know about AI stuff. And there's so many tools at the moment, right? Some are free, some are not free, but it's creeping into the crypto space. And we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Now all these projects are popping up like mushrooms, and because you follow this quite a lot, Garth, and I don't follow as much, but you mentioned that PinkSale had the AI, because PinkSale's like a IDO
raising platform. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and having a look at here on the list here, right? There's AI, Future AI. I don't know. I've never heard of it. It's got here, but they raised 553 BNB. Now BNB is $330, $333.
About 150K, I think.
So yeah, it's not small bit of change, but you can see, right? Future AI, right? We scroll down, and then you can see there's more of these.
Oh, is that Shiba AI Labs? Yes.
Shib AI Lab. So there's another one, Shib AI Lab. They raised 288, and then Rabbit AI. Can you see a theme, Rabbit AI? Well, these guys here, they put Rich Rabbit. They didn't do AI. And then you
always got to have an animal. You got to have an animal.
Got to have an
crypto. Oh, look, there's
these guys here. Trade Up AI. The whole AI theme.
And this is just this week.
Holy cow. Look, Price AI.
100.
But wait, this is the best one. Baby AI. Oh, they only raised 0.0003 BNB. That's a shame.
In the top
But that's the
25.
point,
There you
right?
go.
You know, it's like, what the hell's going on? So now anything with an AI on the end is just like, hey, let's just put AI on the end. So we want to just put that AI so then we can just get people to invest. Um, I remember, do you remember when they did that with the crypto? They did that with crypto. What did they do? Oh, it was a couple of years ago. But they had the same thing with crypto. That what was it? That lemon. Remember one that they it was pretty. It was in the news. Lemon something, and then they changed their name to Lemon Index or something, and then their stock price went up like 300 or 400% overnight once they changed their name because they were
Right.
crypto related.
Yeah.
So people thought, oh my god, they're moving to the crypto space, so the stock went up. Same with these projects; they're not going to go anywhere. They're rubbish and crap, and they're not going to go anywhere. And if they are, they're not creating anything new. I mean, they're probably just using like the Stable Diffusion API, and then they're just creating a crypto bot that predicts trading, which doesn't work. But they want to sell you on that whole AI thing. So just be careful about that. Most of it's rubbish. It won't go anywhere. Just buy Bitcoin. In my opinion, that's what I'm doing. Obviously, not financial advice. So I just wanted to touch on those things because I thought they were really funny. I know you got some stuff you want to talk about as well, didn't you, Garth?
Yeah. Let's jump into it. So just got that on the screen.
Yep.
Cool. So this little article, this came out on the February 1st, and decentralized Twitter alternate goes live on Apple's App Store. I'm like, okay, I don't have this one, so I'm checking it out. The Damus, I don't know how you say it, DAMUS, Damus app, powered by Nostr, NOSTR. Decentralized relays distribute end-to-end encrypted messages, and it's backed by Jack Dorsey. Interesting. So I thought, okay, this is interesting. And Jack even promotes it here on his Twitter, and it goes on to talk about how it's a social network that you control. And essentially, it's a messaging service built on Nostr, which is a decentralized network enabling crypto end-to-end private messaging. It's basically wants to become a social media platform. Now, it's interesting, but it has built-in payments using the Bitcoin Layer 2 Lightning Network.
Cool.
No servers run the network. It uses decentralized relays to distribute the messages. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now, obviously, they got a way to go, but this is what the app looks like. And it's very easy to create an account and log in. You actually have a public key and a private key, and you get to choose a username. Password takes, at the moment, you can download it for Apple, and I think they're working on an Android at this stage. So it's pretty cool. I'll show you their website. This is what it looks like. And at the moment, I wouldn't say, I don't know how many users they got or whatever, but it's pretty straightforward. It's like anything. It may or may not take off. Who knows? But it works all right. And the best part is there's no service required. But already I've noticed even when I logged in, they've got issues with spam already. Porn spam. So they'll have to, obviously, like any platform, they're going to have addressed those issues. But what's interesting is built in is to the app is integrates with whatever your wallet is. So I'll just grab my phone and have a quick look here. I can't bring it up on the screen, but if we go into settings, I can tell you what it has all the different wallets. I'll just say what they are. You got Strike, Cash App, Mun, MUUN, Blue Wallet, Wallet of Satoshi, which we've talked about before, Zebedee, Zeus, LN Link, Phoenix, Breeze, Bitcoin Beach, which you've talked about, Blixt Wallet, and River, plus any local default. And basically what it does is it allows you to send Lightning payments directly on that feed, so people can like pay instantly. So it's very interesting. You can tip your friends' posts or send satoshis using that. So it's pretty cool. You might want to try it out. I suppose I'll have to get people to come over to the network, just to see what it's like. But yeah, it's only sort of just started, so it'll be interesting how it works because it's not controlled by a central server. So I thought that was good. The other thing I wanted to talk about was we talked about the leaderboard. That's it from Pink Sale. Let's have a jump on some of the raises that have happened probably in the last few weeks. We have a quick look. It's been interesting. There's still companies raising money for crypto mining. Giga Energy raised 10 million. Power or POW.RE raised nearly 9.2 million. So it's quite interesting that these companies are still getting money for crypto mining. Another one here, TeraWulf, $32 million. So there's like $40-50 million going into crypto mining. Even though a lot of the crypto mining companies have been falling over lately, there is still new money coming in. So that's pretty cool. And then there's a couple of, Simba Chain, $30 million. That's interesting. US Air Force is in one of the investors. So that might be interesting. Check that out. A lot of the other ones are small amounts of money. Going back to January, to see if there's any big amounts. But just having a look at a lot of them. What are they into? NFT, Web3, cross-chain liquidity, blockchain. Not really focused on anything particular. Like they're not saying AI or there's a lot of it's infrastructure. So like Web3 infrastructure provider, which is good. Few gaming companies there. And just going back, Web3 infrastructure. Oh, that's right. We talked about 125 million for Blockstream. So yeah, and this is interesting. So every couple of days, like 26th of January, there was like 1, 4, 5, 10, 15, $20 million raised that day. Like every day there's new money coming in, and this is basically Wall Street money being invested in some of these projects. So if you like, check out some of these projects. Obviously, do your own research and have a look at some of these ones here. Some of them may not have coins yet, or any sort of tokens. They might just be infrastructure. But you never know, because if you start using some of these networks, you might get airdrops, or they might, which we've seen before, or you might be in a position where you can invest early if they bring out a token. But yeah, there's lots of money flowing into the market there. I think that's all I wanted to share for the moment. Yeah, all good.
Cool. Well, I might just quickly talk about just a couple of other things. It's always good to see what else is happening. I did talk about this one here, and I didn't get into it a lot, but this one was the AstraDAO one, right? And I found out that AstraDAO is basically a tokenized version of the AI and machine learning that Ian Bellini built for Token Metrics, I believe. But they've just made it more public with a token, and they airdropped people that were early investors, which is pushed the price down a bit and then it went back up. But that's what I believe that project is. So he's pretty reputable, has a pretty good reputation. I don't know how well this will go, but it's just loading at the moment. But basically, AstraDAO is kind of like you can set up these indices, and you can you just get so much AstraDAO, because AstraDAO is an actual token. So I'll have a look at the AstraDAO. And to set up one of these indices, you need, I think it's about 1,800 USD worth of, I think it's 5 million. Yeah, Astra. Yeah, there it is. There, it's Astra. It's a lot of it. There's a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow. That's a
So-
popular name.
Yeah. So that's it here. It's up to 12.4%. It's got a massive supply of 100 trillion. It looks like, if my maths is correct. But yeah, 24-hour volume to 33K. We'll look at the markets. I think it's just decentralized markets at the moment. No, it's Uniswap. So this is an Ethereum-based token on Uniswap, and this Astra DAO isn't working at the moment because it's not fully operational at the moment. Basically, you come along here, you can get 5 million. Let's just see how much 5 million is, and then you can, once you get the 5 million, and then you stake it. Or you can start your own index or indice, and then basically how that'll work is $773, if that's my maths is correct. It's 5 million. Could be 50
I think there's a
million.
few zeros there. Should only be 6 zeros for 5 million.
1, 2, 3.
I think you got one to go.
Is that it there?
No. You get too many.
500, could be 500 million.
Ah, okay.
I think it's 500
All right.
million.
Okay.
But anyway, so once you set this up, you also get rewards, and then you basically, this system will use machine learning to control the portfolio, kind of, and then you get rewards from that. Or it says here. Let's have a look at these indices. So what Ian Blaine has done in the past was he had this technology that kind of like a trading bot, very similar to like a trading bot that used machine learning, but this is kind of like with indices, different kind. It's just a different setup. So you earn bonus Astra for the longer you stay invested. They've also got liquidity mining coming up and staking rewards, and this stake your iToken for the extra rewards. So yeah, basically that's it. And other people can also participate in it, and then I think you can get profit from them. So it's got this sort of piggyback copy trading kind of thing as well to it. I don't know how well it will take off, because that's kind of like the success of it will be how many people.
I've seen a lot of platforms with copy trading before.
Yeah. I don't know if this one's exactly like copy trading, but it's similar kind of thing, I believe, where you set up an indice and other people can kind of, So here it is. Yeah, how does it work? Ethereum based, built on Web3, through a tokenized index participation marketplace. Astra seeks to transfer advanced crypto investment strategies to a global popular, and then it goes on, kind of like what it does, how you earn with it, distributions, how do I create an index? There it is. There it is. 5 million.
Mm-hmm.
No, 5 billion.
Trade isn't. 5 billion to create an index.
Yeah, $773 to create an index. And then it goes here, the fees. I mean, it's on Ethereum, that shows 2% and all that sort of stuff. So actually, this would probably be a good read anyway. But I don't know how this will go, because it requires people to participate. And Ian Blaine has got a good reputation. So if you're into this sort of stuff, maybe. Personally, I probably wouldn't invest in the indice or starter in my own index. Nothing. I would only, if I ever got involved in this, it would be the token, and it's on Ethereum as well. So you got to factor those fees in, but it's like a lot of zeros. So personally, I don't know how this will go long term, but
Might
it is
make
what it is.
money for Ian Bellina.
Yeah, well, cool. That's right. He has the coin, so he's got the token, which he basically created out of thin air, added some liquidity to it, and then. But if it works well and the actual thing does give you good returns through that machine learning, then obviously it would have a lot of value. But I don't know how that's going to go. So that's that. But at least you know that it's kind of like by him, so you know that it's not going to do a dodgy. It's kind of
well, it's probably not going to rug. That won't be an option.
So that's that. And I did post it on the Patreon. It's probably something more legit than what we've seen in the latest with the crypto space, and as well as the other stuff as well. Look, there's stuff that's popping up all the time: games, metaverses, NFTs, just the usual stuff. Personally, I just, from what has happened in 2022, I personally think it's just too risky, and I would just rather put my money into things like Bitcoin, and then after that, things like Ethereum. BNB's up 33, that's really good. I haven't seen it that high in a while. So 334. Litecoin's just under $100. Solana's gone up to 24.29. So that's good. So Litecoin just under 100, which is good. Once it needs to get up to like $300, and then those it'll be profitable again. For old miners will be profitable again. But Litecoin's still around. And then usual guys that we've seen from Ethereum Classic's up. Well, look at that. It's up 9% in the last 7 days. 9.3% Ethereum Classic. So Ethereum Classic, the original Ethereum, that's what Ethereum Classic is. It's still around, and that's proof of work. So that's the original Ethereum. It's still on proof of work. Aptos, a lot of talk about Aptos still. That's 1659. Stellar, Bitcoin Cash is still there. So these other ones, Near Protocol, I'm not sure about Coronis or Crow, but it's coming back because I heard they were having some issues with their whole system. There was speculation there, but they seem to be going back up. Quant, that was an old project. QNT, which was apparently they were talking that up. People on YouTube were talking that up, but that's an old project actually. That's been around for about 3 or 4 years. Algo, I've still got Algo actually. Layer 1, I'm still going to sit on that. Even Hendra, HBAR, people talk about HBAR. And then the ICP, we've talked about that a few times. That's at 589. I'm not sure about Phantom. I've kind of it's up far out. It's up 36%.
Well, it's up, but remember how much it crashed by. Like it took a huge hit.
It took a big hit. It was like $14, I think, at one point. No, sorry, it was $3.43. Hang on. What time I'm thinking of must be thinking of Avalanche. 346. That's down still 82% for the year to date. So yeah, and things like Axie Infinity, I wouldn't put, and even the Sandbox. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really convinced on these metaverses. I just think they're not done. I just think that they're really, really difficult to, in my opinion, to invest money into them, because they're like Facebook. They only grow once people use them, and the user base needs to be using this stuff. If it's a ghost town, your investment's going to be worth nothing. People are buying Sandbox NFTs for hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars. But if no one's using the system, no one's playing the game, or not in the metaverse, and it's a ghost town, your investment's worth nothing. So metaverses, in my opinion, they're just a no-go zone for me personally. Even Decentraland's been around for like, at least 4 years now. It's still around, but would I invest in it? Probably not. Flow, they've done a partnership with actual big partnership. They just done a partnership with a big name. I can't remember what it was.
Just to add to what you said there, Sandboxes has 200,000 active users each month.
Sandbox,
and that's all I got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only 200,000.
Yeah, well, that's still a lot, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just a little bit less. I'm a bit more skeptical. I mean, Theta Network. You remember Theta? Remember Theta Network? Remember that guy?
Oh my god! Wow, they're still at position 49.
Yeah, but they were like top 10 at nearly. They almost cracked the top 10. Remember that?
Yeah.
$15. Now they're $1.05, $1.15. So, that's. I don't even know what they want to do. They were supposed to be like this YouTube. They were going to do this YouTube thing, and then they wanted to do something else. They can't figure it out. But just in my opinion, just avoid that. But I'm talking about, right? But even Curve DAO's down. Chili's, that's down. Yeah, look, what's happened? This one here, Immutable X, that's up 36%.
There's Minya Protocol.
Minya Protocol's up 30%.
About a lot. Yeah. Yep. And there you go, Dash. Wow. God, I used to love Dash.
Yeah.
It's so disappointing. I remember, like, for a year or two, I held Dash. I felt it was such a great product. They were gonna do this and gonna do that, and they literally suckered me in for years. And I'm like, they never produced what they said they were going to produce. And I'm like, it makes you sort of sick, because you think, was it just all pretend, or did they not have enough money to see through to program it or whatever? Or, or maybe it's, it costs money and time to develop stuff. And they just never came to market with I think that was called Dash Evolution or something. And it was meant to be able to do an app and do transfers, and had username built in and everything like that. And yeah, nothing. They might still be working on it, but we're talking like now it must be 4 years or something since they talked about it. It's stupid.
Yeah, well, I remember Dash was something like 800K or something for a node. Something to that effect.
That's right. Yeah, the nodes.
The nodes were giving really good returns.
What the Dash price node is now. I'll have a look.
But I mean, Dash, we use Dash, and Dash was just awesome. It's like there's nothing,
wasn't it? Yeah.
I couldn't fault it with Dash. It was cheap.
Yeah, it was so fast. It was like nearly as good as Litecoin. Yeah, it was cheaper than Litecoin.
It was cheaper than Litecoin. It was fast.
Yeah.
But then again, there wasn't many people on the network. Less people, so that's why it was fast. But I love Dash. I just don't know what happened with Dash. It was one of those projects.
Yeah, they just didn't continue developing, really. I think
Litecoin's still around. I mean, I don't know if Charlie Lee's still in that. Andrew says hi. Hey, Andrew, how you going, mate? Hope you're well.
Yeah, you still need 1,000 coins for Dash Masternode. So let's see what Dash is right now. Times nearly 1,000 coins. Dash position 72 is worth $60 times 1,000. 60 grand.
Still a lot, but what's the return?
60 grand, and yeah,
20%. Yeah, okay.
And you get paid. I'm not sure what they're paying.
I just try to go to Masternode. That Masternode one, and it's down. The website's gone. One of the big Masternode
Yeah.
websites that you would go to for information. That's like,
Oh wow.
I
Yeah,
got
look
a
at their
master's
rewards
at
just for
one.
fun.
Here we go. I can show you the Masternodes Online, which is a website that we use quite a lot.
Operators must note operators receive 45% of the block reward, which is 3.35 dash per block. So the miners get 1.5 dash and 1.5 dash for masternodes, and then 0.33 for the DAO. So interesting. It doesn't say exactly
There you go.
how
There,
much money.
that's $10 income. They're saying,
Right. What, per month or
yeah, $10
daily?
income daily.
Oh, daily.
Yeah,
So monthly income. What's monthly income?
$4,000, just under $4,000
$325. So $4,000 a year
a
on
month. Oh, sorry.
$60,000.
Oh, my bad. That's a year.
Mm.
So monthly is $300.
Yeah.
$325 on a 60 grand.
And
I just,
year come.
it's $4,000.
Yeah,
I
four
couldn't do
grand.
it. I couldn't do it. I mean, would you invest 60 grand to make $4,000? I'd rather take the 60 grand and just put it into a business and start up like a startup.
Yeah, I reckon the people that bought the masternodes. Oh, but then if they bought them anytime in the past when it was higher price,
Yeah.
they would have really lucked out. Jeez. Wow.
But even then,
But it
even after
depends.
5 years, you're still only making 25K after 5 years.
Mm,
You know,
interesting.
I mean, Dash has got to go to like do all-time highs for it to be worth it. Then you're talking about.
Oh
But,
yeah, but they're
you know,
just not. I don't know. It's not doing anything.
it's still around, unbelievably. See, look at the all-time high. Look at the all-time high, dude. $1,493.
Yeah.
If it went back up to that, of course you'd be like laughing. You'd be. It's crazy, man, how things change, and and it's only been like a couple of years, or sort of 2 or 3 years, and then the wheels fell off for Dash, which is really sad. I mean,
Yeah.
Litecoin's still around, so these are the other masternodes. I mean, they were not worth anything. I wouldn't even invest in them. Some of these ones that Diamond's still around. There's still a few others, but Privex, remember that one? That was like a privacy one.
Privex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still around.
I think we were in the ICO for that. There you go.
Look, the daily income, there's nothing. See, this probably just fallen off the planet. Half of these. See, remember Syscoin? SYS?
Yeah.
That one, that was $9 a day. Hey, look at that one. No, is that right? $9 a day, weekly. Yeah, but how many do you need?
For it.
Yeah.
It probably tells you that. Yeah, 100,000.
100,000. 100,000. What's the current price?
16 cents, it says. Yeah, I mean, look, masternodes were a thing. But like anything, it was just another way to sort of keep you engaged in the project and lock up your coins, to get rewards. But
yeah, look, cost you 16,800. It's better than Dash. 16,800.
Yeah.
Will get you $10 a day.
The returns on that's pretty good.
So monthly is 279, and then yearly is 3,400. So about a quarter of your investment back. So 0.25% a year. So not too great. I mean, obviously you'd have to look at Syscoin and what the hell they're doing, because at $1.30, and now it's $1.16. So yeah, if it went back up to $1, of course you'd be laughing. So these are just some of the projects that we used to do, these masternodes and stuff that were profitable at the time, but they don't seem to be profitable anymore. And now you got staking, and that sort of took that out, didn't it? Staking and Web3 with the NFTs and the all that sort of stuff. Just people just moved on.
It's an evolution. Like each step, they got to go through different iterations of different technology, and this old stuff is still there. Bit of
Henry has moved
interesting.
to Earn. Don't talk about move to earn, mate. Don't talk about move to earn. Far out. I think I earned like one point something GMT today. I mean, I just go for a walk because I just do it to take the dog for a walk, and then just for my own personal fitness. And I got a couple of apps that I use, and I just turn it on for kicks because there's what can I do? It's worthless now. But it's like the biggest rug pull ever. It wasn't like a rug pull. It was like remember that one that we talked about last week where they just took some BS. They talked about some BS, and then now they've changed their name. What was it? They had a name change. It was a really popular project. They probably just sold it off, and then they changed their name. Oh, Soulchicks.
Yeah.
Soulchicks was one of the biggest projects that we did with the IDOs, and they were on like 20 audio platforms. They raised like $4 or $5 million, and then they had so many dramas with it. And I think I got the last airdrop a couple of months ago, and then now they've just like, who knows what they've just. I never saw a game. I don't know, but I disconnected from the project anyway. And then now, the latest news, one of the guys in our Patrons and the Discord said, "Oh, they've changed their name to a new name now, and they've changed. It looks like maybe someone's come in, so they've either just sold the project off. Someone new has come in and trying to revive it under a new name. And that's just the way of them just exiting, and then just selling off the rest of the data or whatever they've got there, and someone else has come in to then salvage what they got left." But these, it's almost like a legalized or borderline scam. Soulchicks was just, the new FGHT coin is similar to that Sneak project. Oh, okay. But then for the world of fitness, it's on pre-sale. Okay. Well, yeah, I probably won't have a look at that one, Henry, because even Step coins, the Step app. Even then, I'm still trying to unlock my coins, and my loot boxes, and there's nothing in them. It's just worthless gems. So the whole point of buying the coins, locking them up to get these loot boxes, to hopefully have a sneaker in them. There's nothing in them. I've still got like 2 to unlock, and there's nothing in them. It's just been a total waste of time and money. It's almost like a legalized bullshit. Here we go. I'm going to open one now. I'll do that in front of you. Loot box 9, edition 9. Oh wow! Look at that. What did I get? It's some stupid freaking gem worth nothing. What's this worth? Nothing. Where's my sneaker? No, there isn't. I didn't get one sneaker. What the hell? What a waste of bloody time that was. So these move to earn things, like I would just personally, Henry, I would just stay away from them. That's just my opinion. Obviously, if you're into that sort of stuff, but in my opinion, they've just been a failure. All of them, pretty much. The only one that is not a failure is this one here. This has been the best one. It's the Walking one. The Walking app has been the best. I've still got Geno Pets. I'm still playing that, and I just cash out on that. It's not a lot, probably about 30 or 40 USD a month. It's only small, but I'm not going to build anything. I'm just going to cash it out. And I've got these little bits and pieces that I invested in, so I'm just going to, what can I do? It's just they're not worth anything, so I just play along with them. And when I take the dog for a walk, I just click on them, get what I can, and then cash out bits and pieces, just for fun. But the Walking one's been really good. That's probably they're still paying more than any of them. So, my opinion, stay away from Move to Earn. They're just a waste of time. Unfortunately, that's just what. And it's unfortunate too, because I don't know how I don't know how. I mean, that remember Usain Bolt? He was with the Step app. He was like the
Mm.
ambassador. So I don't know how much they paid him, but hopefully it was more than what those other guys took him for. So I mean, he was like $10 million. So yeah, that's the only reason why I knew about what happened to him, because he was with the Step app, and I just thought, oh, he's in Step app, and then I was going through some feeds or something, then it's like, oh, he got taken for $10 million, which is crazy, So it happens
Mm.
to even big profile people. So the more money you
Yeah,
have, and if you're out there, people are out there that to get
target
your money,
you.
target you. Yep.
Wasn't there some Ethereum developer or someone really big in Ethereum, and they lost 100 million of ETH? Someone stole from their wallet. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, I saw that on Twitter. And it's like, you know, he just obviously, I assume he didn't have his keys set up properly. That's all I can think of. I can't think of what it was. But, when there's so much money at stake and they know you got it, they will go to extremes to get it. So it's interesting.
I mean, what would I do now? Me personally, I would just obviously, continue to do the safe stuff, you know. But obviously, people are still going to play around with the more risky stuff. All right, and that's fine, but I wouldn't put a lot of money into it. I wouldn't bother with move to earn or the play to earn. I just think that the games don't last, and the move to earn, that's just rubbish. And probably shitcoins would be better. I mean, these. If you wanted to make money and you want to make fast money, my guess would be shitcoins, AI shitcoins. They're the ones that would actually make you more money than half of these projects would, that are trying to be legit, and they just never end up. They just fail. Like all these move to earn projects, they just all failed. But even these shitcoins, AI, they just put, it's a shitcoin, they put AI on the end, and they put some stupid dog mascot. You know what? You bought into the right one and it pumped and just cashed out. You could probably, 100x your money if you got the right one. But even then, I wouldn't put a lot of money into it. But if you wanted to make risky money, you want to make, go for a long shot, AI shitcoins, in my opinion. It's crazy.
Yeah,
But
that's they don't rug pull you. Yeah, I mean,
they will.
the list is endless. Yeah, that's right. You
They
got
will
you got to
rug you.
fight the rug pulls. You got to fight the hacks.
Yep.
It's endless. I mean, that's why we feel so good about Bitcoin, because it's those things aren't going to happen. You just got less. Yeah, there's risks, but not like some of the other stuff. There's just way more risk. So it's like anything. The more returns, the higher the risk. Simple as that.
Yep, that's it. There was some stuff about Zencoin, Zen crypto coin. I did claim a couple of my projects, a couple of my wallets. I know there's a lot of stuff happening in it, but I haven't really caught up with it. I just did my claims about last week or something. Got 2 more lots. I don't know how many coins I got. 4 or 5 million, maybe 10 million, but there's not a lot. But yeah, so that's still going. But it's like anything, they were free mints anyway, and you just have to take a hit on the gas. But to use Ethereum, you have to pay gas anyway. So I see Zen as a low type of low risk type of deal, because it was all free mints. So, but don't expect to get rich with it. Yeah, look, if I was to try to take a long shot and do that, it would be AI shitcoins, because shitcoins, they've always been popular. People love them, and then now they've got the AI on the end People just go, oh my God. And, you never know. You might get one that will use, stable diffusion, or it'll use the AI technology back end with it. They just plug into the APIs and make it crypto related. So they might actually a project might actually develop a tool or something they can use in crypto that would actually work. But just keep an eye on it. Because there might be a couple of ones that pop up this year that will do really well. But if it's something that's never seen before, and people go, wow, then it'll take off. Like, do you remember those ones with the you buy the coin and then every 20 every
rebase.
Yeah, the rebase
like
ones.
Olympus DAO.
What was a big one?
Olympus DAO.
Olympus DAO, and then there was another one that was similar to it. No one had ever seen that sort of stuff.
Like 12 months.
Yeah. So you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if something came out in AI that nothing, it just blew people away, and then people invested in it. That's your best chance, Henry, is to get onto one of those early, and it just pumped to the moon, AI related, sell at the top, and you might get lucky. You might get lucky. It might 100 or 1,000x. It does happen, but it's rare. But I mean, 1,000x. The most I'd put into something like that would probably only be a couple $100. You say you put $100 into 1,000x. Do the maths. That's still a good little payday. But you never know. There are going to be projects like that this year. So yeah, AI shitcoins. But other than that, just keep on, do the safe stuff first, and then do the play around with the AI shitcoins. But other than that, mate, look, I have been playing around with the AI stuff. There's some funky tools. I might just quickly talk about it if you're interested. But I won't talk about any tools in particular because you're all right. But a really good website for AI stuff. Some of them it's free, some of them's not free. There's a guy on YouTube. He's called Matt Wolf, and he's got a YouTube channel which just talks about AI stuff. It's a really good channel because he gets in the depth and kind of like he's got a newsletter as well. So he emails you once a week. And he's actually like a straight up legit dude. He's not like an influencer or anything like trying to scam you into his Ponzi scheme. He's just a legit dude doing AI stuff, and he loves that sort of shit. And he's got a newsletter which you can join. Anyway, his website is Future Tools, and it's like an index of all the different AI projects. And there's literally 3 or 4 of these AI projects popping up a day. So every time he does a YouTube video and talks about a new one, right, which is really cool. And then just come along here, and then you can just pick, you just click on kind of what you want to, what you're looking for, and then it'll go down and then just tell you, if you go avatar, it'll give you this one, which turns photos into anime art. So some of this stuff's really cool to play around with. And there's going to be more and more of this stuff now that, you can get a really good site that's you're not going to have to pay for, which I'll show you. So there's AI Time Machine. I haven't seen that one. So there's so much stuff. There's literally so many of these websites. So check out his newsletter. It's pretty good. And then one that I just quickly found the other day was this one, Playroom DAO.ai. It was basically like Midjourney, and it gives you 1,000 free images. So it's pretty cool, the images that you can do, and you can play around with it, and you can even sell this. You can sell this as digital art as well if you want. But this one's pretty cool because it's free, up to 1,000 images free. So yeah, that's Playroom DAO. But you can check out his website, Future Tools, if you're interested, if that's kind of like what you're into. So that's pretty cool. But other than that, mate, I've just been sort of doing heaps of stuff actually, to be honest. But just doing the fundamentals with the crypto stuff. But other than that, pretty good session tonight. What about yourself? Did you want to have anything else, or we just we good?
And I think we'll wrap it up. I think I covered it. I just wanted to talk about those couple of things there, and you've talked about a few things. So no, I think we've covered it, and it's been about an hour. So, and we had some questions. So thanks, Henry, for chiming in and having a chat to us. And this is always, you can always jump on. And of course, if you are in the Patreon group, if you have questions and you want to talk to us, like anything specific that you wanted us to talk about on here, and you're unable to get on the live, just put in Patreon and we'll talk about it, because we always like, whether it's different projects or even different topics, we're happy to put our spin on it and stuff like that for you guys. So yeah, all good.
Yeah, and we have mentioned a couple in the last couple of weeks. The one with the Catafox and there was another one. But anyway, you obviously got to do your research on that sort of stuff. And before you invest anything, we just give you the information on certain projects, let you know about them, be aware of them, and obviously you do what you want to do after that. But that's about it, mate. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, thanks for your questions, Henry. And if you have any posts, just post it and we'll talk about it here, which is a good little feedback loop for you guys as well. Because last week you got that project down pretty fast, and that's the whole point of it. That was just like a scam. That was like a rug pull. And I was like, what you told us, it's like we do that stuff all the time, but sometimes we forget about it. But you pulled it out apart in a couple of seconds, and it was all over Red Rover. So it's good to get your feedback. Anyway, what are these scams? Oh my god. Anyway, guys, that's what we're here for. Thanks for chiming in. Have a good week, Garth, and we'll be back next week. So have a good week, guys, and talk to you then.
See you guys. Bye.
Catches.